Today, we're about to interview 3 children about their views on child labor and cleanliness. Here goes the first question.
In India, which social evil do you think is most prevalent?
I feel like in India, it is seen that child labor is the most prevalent social evil because all around us we see underage civilians who are forcefully employed in places in unfavorable conditions. They are ill-treated, and the reason why this is taking place is because of the least amount of resistance that the criminals are facing in this area. People who are victimized, even if they are from the middle class, they are educated enough to know their rights and say that this is unfair and go to the police or the authorities. But children, they are at a tender age. Their minds are young. They cannot protest and resist as much.
It's a nice point. Would you like to add something, sir?
I would like to add what we can do to weed out this problem. This is a problem mainly due to the lack of awareness of the people in the rural areas, and I think if we can do something to make them aware of what child labor is and what we can do to stop it. And we all know that the government had passed a law against child labor.
Numerous ways.
Yeah, numerous ways. One of them stated that 40 children under 14 years of age are not allowed to. They can't be forcefully. They can't be forced to work. So, if the rural people in the rural areas are aware of this, then maybe it will make a difference.
So, sir, have you ever seen instances of child labor around you? And if you have you ever tried to take a step against it, take any action to stop it?
Yes, I would like to relate an incident which took place a few weeks back, where my family and I were returning from somewhere. We were in our car and we noticed an underage road attendant who was assisting with the parking and all. And while this happened, my father was troubled by this because we are standing in the middle of the road and there is a limited power and a limited set of resources that we have, and we can't do much. But he did take the trouble to get out of the vehicle, and he got involved with this in a very detailed manner. Even when we got back home, because we at an individual level, let's face it, we cannot start a revolution. But if more than 1 billion people do whatever they can, whatever is in their power, that can start a revolution.
So the main thing we require support. Okay, so let's go to the next question.
So, if any of you had the power to take an action to improve the levels of hygiene in our country, what will you do?
It's not just spreading awareness, it's about also making laws. And yes, we do have laws, but then it is also about the children who are working about their parents. It is a way they earn money. And even if they're aware of the rules, obviously, money for them is more important to survive. So the government should have dominance here, and the law should be so strict that even the parents, even if they force their children, they cannot do anything. About hygiene is about, look, we as being educated and we study, we know everything. Still, we are the ones who cause all these unhygiene cases. We would, if we don't go to the street vendors, will they provide us with food or with all those street foods and everything? No, they won't. So only if we take the initiative of not going there, that business will not survive or it will just come to an end.
What do you think about hygiene on larger pieces like the streets?
People should be fined. Something should be imposed.
They should do this. I would also like to add at this point the foundation of all of the issues related to hygiene problems and the workers that we are facing in our age is due to very strongly our culture. I know this comes as a surprise and a shocking statement, but our culture actually, if you notice any family in a rural area, children that are born into these families are brainwashed in a way to believe that there is nothing strange or unusual in working. As soon as they reach the ages of 10 or 11 or even younger, to provide for the family. There is nothing strange or wrong associated with this. In hygiene related issues, it is almost a pop culture and pop habit to spit pan into the streets or deface monuments. So, changing human nature or a very rigid mindset is a difficult task. But if that is achieved, I think we can provide a solution to many problems that we're facing.
These are basically stereotypes.
Even I think hygiene has been a really, really big problem in India. And what can I say? If people are more aware, that's not.
I think you were telling me about a news article that you
Yeah,
saw a few days ago.
I recently read in the newspaper. There was this hospital who they reuse the used syringes and they just dump all their waste like in open areas. And if we can do anything to change that, we'd love to do it.
I didn't want to do this. I would like to, of course, even I had seen some similar news articles and I learned about how these government-operated hospitals, they are built, they are inaugurated by a public figurehead, and after that they are just left. The buildings, newly constructed buildings are left. The underpaid doctors who are employed by the government are annoyed by the fact that they are underpaid and they are sitting at home. They don't bother to come to these government hospitals. They are starting their own private clinics. And people who come seeking treatment to these government hospitals are sent back saying hospitals are full, whereas they are lying empty without doctors or appropriate staff. Even if they are allowed entry with much difficulty, they are manhandled, they are mistreated. Number of deaths are occurring by the medical malpractices to which people are revolting. So yes, hygiene at the government's operated road is also suffering from abuse.
All this can be changed. It will take time, definitely, but the youth can definitely change it.
Coming back to child labor, what steps do you think you as citizens of India can take to stop this evil, to weed out this evil, which has been ingrained into our social life?
I'd like to narrate an incident which recently happened. And there are children under 14 years of age who just go into the people's houses and they work. And they're actually forced to work. And they're helpless. Nobody can, they're not able to overcome this. So what I would do on my part is that if any child comes to my house looking for work, I would definitely tell them to not to work, and I would tell them to do something better, like studying in their free time. And
made prominent, it started I think our interview session that awareness is a major issue. Awareness has to be created. Mindset, I was talking about a few moments back, and mindset of the people where children have to work, and hygiene is not such a big issue. Mindset has to be changed. Awareness has to be created. We at a personal level can achieve whatever little we can. Again, the billions do whatever little they can. People gets converted into motivated.
Also, there was this girl who broke her spinal cord recently. She was working at home. She was around 15, I guess. And so, yes, Abhinav's right. They should study, and because till the age they realize what is more important, they actually just, their future is ruined, everything is ruined. So they need to start. The awareness should be, spread, and it should be so strong that they starting from the tender age, as in from the young age, so that they can build up something for themselves.
It's quite right. And the government, do you think they're taking the right steps?
They have made education, primary education compulsory, but still the places where everything's not implemented. And it's not just the rural areas, even in the urban areas, our own part-time housemaids or full-time maids, even their kids.
as I said before, the government has made laws against child labor, but it's all about awareness. People who aren't aware
And implementation.
And implementation, absolutely.
and people who follow it. They're not
I
aware.
think this has been very informational, and thank you for your questions.
Thank you. Thank you.
So then we come to an end with our interview, and there we have it. This is the students' review of what they think about child labor and the level of hygiene in our country. Thank you.
Thank you.